All right, we're blessed here to be joined by, make sure we're in the shot here. He's so tall, we might have to move the thing. So, Coach Eddie Courtney of the Farragut Admirals.
John, how you doing?
Good, wore my class ring here. I thought I might see you.
That's a real blue blood right
Yes,
there.
yes, for sure. So, first of all, congratulations on what you were able to accomplish last season. It was such a joy to watch and follow that. And from all of the people that I'm in touch with, my friends, that we still keep up with it. So, just congratulations and great job. And it was just such a fun ride to watch. What can you say about last season?
Well, John, it was a great story. There's a lot of things in the heart of these kids, and I think that years to come will tell about all the special things these kids are going to do with their lives. But start off with a great bunch of men that loved each other. As the season went on, we got what we wanted to get, and as far as just doing the right things in our program. And then we got a couple of breaks, and our kids made the best of our breaks. And then we got in the playoffs, and we've always said, you take that 5 games in a row and hopefully get the state championship. And we responded every game, and I'm so proud of those guys, what they did. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, never out of it, whether it was the Bearden game that we got the chance to cover or, the championship game. What does it take to kind of instill that mentality that you may look up at the scoreboard and be down a couple points, but Farragut's always in it, no matter what that scoreboard says, and we got a chance to come back and win?
Well, I hope it's kind of what our process is. The words process and culture are very important today. We understand that, but really, it's something that we inbred in our program about what's the important things in your program. And when you understand that, it's a day-by-day process. You have to go through all the trials, tribulations. You got to do then you find out what you're really made of. And then you know who you can count on, and then all those things. And then our guys just kept building confidence in each other and started doing, what we asked them to do, from coach to player, from player to coach, and just make it a real tight-knit group. And then if you do those things, you got a chance to go out there and just kind of do the best. I mean, that's what our kids did this year.
Yeah, I think we got a chance to cover maybe 6 of those just with the common opponents and stuff. And I call the Hardin Valley games, but I got my iPad right there in the booth. So, I'm following along. But how many players did you put into the next level? You had so many sign. I've lost count.
John, that's the interesting thing. That was the smallest number I've ever had. We only had 15 seniors. In Farragut, we've been very blessed. Most have 25, maybe as many as 30 seniors here. But that was a very small group of numbers. So to answer your question, 7 of those guys out of 15 got a chance, and so it started with Cooper Hardin, our running back, got a chance to go to Naval Academy. Our quarterback, Adam Fulton, got a chance to go to Concord University, had moved up a division in West Virginia. Amon Johnson, our other running back, got a chance to go to Maryville College. Jack DeVault got a chance to go to Carson Newman College. Davis Simmons, Tennessee Tech. And so it's just been a pretty good thing, and of course, Joe Doyle got a chance. He always wanted to go to UT and kick, so he got a preferred walk-on. And so it's really been a great thing for all those guys. And so we're glad for them because that's what they want to do. And it's opened the door for guys that will be, seniors this year that were juniors that really had good years last year to get the attention they did. Yeah.
Let's talk about that. So who have we got, and I hope it's okay if I say we, who have we got that in 2018 maybe looking at the same scenario? Who are you looking for to maybe have a chance to play at the next level next season?
Well, we have 3 right now that's pretty close. Jacob Warren, of course, has made his commitment to University of Tennessee. Yeah. I know that Braden Collins has several offers. He's just really sorting through Vandy and other places like that. And the whole recruiting process is you've got to find the fit for you. It's got to be the place that you're going to go to school, play football, that the positions you play is a real need for them, and what they do in their offensive defensive scheme is something that you're comfortable with as a player. And then at the same time, Jaden Gibbs, another receiver, has had offers South Carolina, other place too. He's still trying to go through all that process. And I know we have 4 or 5 other kids because they're just getting close to really figuring out what they want to do. But I have a lot of interest schools calling, all the time, trying to find out what the latest, their grades, their character, all the things that are important. They know if they can play or not. They want to know what all the other things are.
Sure, yeah, I mean, that's one of the great advantages of Farragut. I felt like UT was pretty easy based on the academic load that I, endured in 4 4 years at FHS, so that's really a leg up that your players have, just being able to have that solid academic background.
That's correct. Farragut High School has always been on tops in education. It really has in this area. You know, people in West Knoxville in that area all want the best for their children, which, you know, it's what we all want. And so academics have been stressed so much through all the administrations the last 40 years since we got in the new school. So so it is something we take pride in, you know, and the kids are wanting their goals. They want to get a college education. They want to be able to do something. I call it, it's either going to be a job or it's going to be your passion. So don't make it something you don't want to do for 40 years of life. You better go to get an education so you can do something you want to do.
Sometimes you have a job and then you also do your passion at night on Fridays.
Correct. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So let's talk about a question maybe the fans would want to hear. I know, you know, every year's a little different. You had a lot of turnover. You got a lot of new people kind of coming up. The product on the field, you know, obviously a TJ Mahan is going to run a different offense than a Chris Avens. If let's date ourselves a little bit, how will the product on the field look different this year based on tailoring what you do to maybe the new personnel, or is everyone just kind of plug them right in and keep doing what we were doing last season?
We feel like we have a pretty good hands on the system we need to run, offensively and defensively. That's all scheme, that's all schematic stuff in football. But to answer your question, it's important as a high school coach. You're going to have certain abilities for certain, and you've got to be able to adjust a little bit, run the ball a little bit more, throw the ball a little bit more, do what your quarterback can do as far as running the offense, defense, how many runners you got on the field playing, so how much more you stunt, play man cover. Anyway, to answer your question, so it's all a process. We really feel like our kids come as a freshman, we run them through our system. But now, some of you, I think this year we know we've got 3 or 4 very explosive type of receivers. But we're going to have to run the football to win, you know, if I'm saying that. But it ought to hopefully wake up some things as far as being able to throw the ball when we want to, because people are going to have to play the run in the pass. So that's an example of what we feel. So the balance of it is just try to make sure we hit the ball to him where he can do it, make sure we keep it Braden, and at the same time, what can they do? If they can't do the things that you're asking to do as a coach, then you're not going to be very successful. So we got to make all this come together, and our challenge will be multiple in offense. And some nights we're going to have to throw more because people are going to come up there, and other nights we're going to have to run the ball more. That's just the way the game is.
Yeah. So tell us that this offseason, obviously you got a strong culture of winning already, but how has this offseason kind of been, and what's the mood like around the program, and what are the Admirals looking forward to?
Well, I think we handle it pretty well. I allow myself for the first time really enjoy something. I've said that. So, and the players, I want them to, but I want us in the month of December to enjoy what we did.
Yeah.
And then we come back in January. It's time. We're now 2017. New Year's over. 2017. So we go back to what got us there, all the things we talk about, the culture in our program. We started right back, started with me. Got to be hungry. You got to do the best you can. You got to work at it, and that's what these guys have done.
Awesome. Well, you know, so looking forward to seeing what you can do with the Admirals this season. You know, we'll be checking in on you for sure, and you know, following along. And I'll have 100 friends watch this interview on Facebook tonight, for instance. So, looking forward to promoting you all we can, and looking forward to another great season.
Thank you, John.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Yeah, you got a minute? All right. I've missed 3 Tennessee games since 1990. Yeah, and you were born when? Okay, you're right. So another decade of seeing. So I'm really looking forward to that. But tell us about getting prepared for this upcoming season. I'm not trying to put the cart before the horse, I guess. And tell us about that process.
Really just doing the same thing I've been doing last couple seasons. Just getting ready, getting stronger, bigger, faster. Just the basic stuff. Getting closer with my teammates so we can go out there on Fridays and compete and just have a good season.
Absolutely. So your offensive role, tell us about that. Do you see that changing much from year to year, or just get you the ball every time they can? It's probably a pretty good strategy.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty much just do what I need to do. I can block, I can catch the ball and run with the ball. So just whatever coach wants me to do, whatever coach needs me to do, I'm there to do it. And so that's kind of just my job on the offense.
So, we blast highlights to Facebook and Twitter. I don't know if you've seen some of those. I think I got 12 Farragut plays in the South Doyle playoff game out. I can't remember. But bottom line is, if you're playing a Diamond Clear school and you have a big play, take a look, because we're going to blast those out. So, we'll look forward to a good season. Look forward to getting some highlights of yours out there. So, All right, thanks so much.
All right, thanks, sir.
All right, good luck to you. All right, that was coverage of the Farragut Admirals here. Diamond Clear Media. Here, Media Days, Jacob Warren and Coach Eddie Courtney, fresh off a state championship. I forgot to ask him about the move up to 6A, but we'll have more coverage for you here today from Knox County football officials Media Day. Stick right with us.